Not yet. I will ring for you. It is still quite light. I have nothing to do but watch the days draw out, now that I sit in the house from October to June. And the swallow comes too soon, and the spring will be over, and the cuckoo will have gone by the time I am out again. Oh, sun that was once so warm. Oh, light that was taken for granted when I was young and strong. And sun and light unsought for, and the night unfeared and the day expected, and clocks could be trusted, tomorrow assured. Time would not stop in the dark. Put on the lights, but leave the curtains undrawn. Make up the fire. Will the spring never come? I am cold.
Wishwood was always a cold place, Amy.
I've always told Amy she should go south in the winter. Were I in Amy's position, I would go south in the winter. I would go south in the winter, if I could afford it. Not freeze as I do in Bayswater by a gas fire, counting shillings.
Go south to the English circulating libraries, to the military widows and the English chaplains, to the chilly deck chair and the strong cold tea, the strong cold stew, to bad Indian tea.
Oh, that's not Amy's style at all. We are country-bred people. Amy's too long used to our ways, living with horses and dogs and guns, ever to want to leave England in the winter. But a single man like me is better off in London. A man can be very cosy at his club, even in an English winter.
Well, as for me, I'd just as soon be a subaltern again. To be back in the East, an incomparable climate, and your servants look after you very much better.
My servants are perfectly competent, Gerald. I can still see to that.
Well, as for me, I should never go south, simply to see the vulgarest people. You can keep out of their way at home, people with money from heaven knows where.
Dividends from aeroplane shares.
They bathe all day and they dance all night in the absolute minimum of clothes.
It's the cocktail drinking that does the harm. The modern young people don't know what they're drinking. The modern young people don't care what they're eating. They've lost their sense of taste and smell because of the cocktails and cigarettes. That's what it comes to.
The younger generation are undoubtedly decadent.
We've got to make allowances. We haven't left them such an easy world to live in. Let the younger generation speak for itself. It's Mary's generation. What does she think about it?
Really, Cousin Gerald, if you want information about the younger generation, you must ask someone else. I'm afraid that I don't deserve the compliment.
Oh.
I don't belong to any generation.
Really, Gerald, I must say you are very tactless.
I only meant to draw her into the conversation.
She should be married, that's what it is.
So she should have been if things had gone as I intended. Harry's return does not make things easy for her.
Ah, that reminds me, Amy. When are the boys due to arrive?
I do not want the clock to stop in the dark. If you want to know why I never leave Wishwood, that is the answer. I keep Wishwood alive. To keep the family alive, to keep them together, to keep me alive. And I live to keep them. You none of you understand how old you are, and death will come to you as a mild surprise, a momentary shudder in a vacant room. Only Agatha seems to discover some meaning in death, which I cannot find. I'm only certain of Arthur and John. Arthur in London, John in Leicestershire. They should both be here in good time for dinner. Harry telephoned to me from Marseille. He would come by air to Paris and so to London, and hoped to arrive in the course of the evening.
Harry was always the one most likely to be late.
We are very lucky to have Harry at all.
And when will you have your birthday cake, Amy, and open your presents?
After dinner. That is the best time. This will be the first time in 8 years that we have all been together.
It is going to be rather painful for Harry after 8 years and all that has happened to come back to Wishwood.
Why painful?
Oh, Gerald, you know what Agatha means.
I mean painful. Because everything is irrevocable. Because the past is irremediable. Wandering in the tropics or against the painted scene of the Mediterranean, Harry must often have remembered Wishwood and thought to creep back through the little door. He will find a new Wishwood. Adaptation is hard.
Nothing is changed, Agatha, at Wishwood. Everything is kept just as it was when he left it.
Yes. I mean that at Wishwood he will find another Harry. The man who returns will have to meet the boy who left. Round by the stables, in the orchard, down the corridor that led to the nursery. You will have to face him. When the loop in time comes, and it does not come for everybody, the hidden is revealed and the shadows show themselves.
I don't in the least know what you're talking about. I must say, this isn't cheerful for Amy's birthday or for Harry's homecoming. Well, make him feel at home, I say. Make him feel that what has happened doesn't matter. Let him marry again and carry on at Wishwood.
I never wrote to him when he lost his wife. That was just about a year ago, wasn't it? Do you think I ought to mention it now? It seems to me too late.
Much too late. I do not mince matters in front of the family. You can call it nothing but a blessed relief.
I call it providential.
Yet it must have been shocking, especially to lose anybody in that way. Swept off the deck in the middle of a storm, and never even to recover the body.
Well-known peeress vanishes from liner.
Yes. It's odd to think of her as permanently missing.
Had she been drinking?
I would never ask him.
Well, these things are much better not inquired into. She may have done it in a fit of temper.
I never met her.
I am very glad you did not. I am very glad that none of you ever met her. It will make the situation very much easier. She never would have been one of the family. She never wanted to fit herself to Harry, but only to bring Harry down to her own level. A restless, shivering, painted shadow in life, she is less than a shadow in death. You might as well, all of you, know the truth for the sake of the future. There can be no grief and no regret and no remorse. I would have prevented it if I could. For the sake of the future, Harry is to take command at Wishwood, and I hope we can contrive his future happiness. Do not discuss his absence. Please behave only as though nothing had happened in the last 8 years.
That will be a little difficult.
Oh, nonsense, Gerald. You must see for yourself it's the only thing to do.
What's that?
Thus, with most careful devotion, thus with precise attention to detail, interfering preparation of that which is already prepared, men tighten the knot of confusion into perfect misunderstanding, neglecting all the admonitions from the world around the corner. The wind's talk in the dry holly tree, the inclination of the moon, the attraction of the dark passage, the pause under the door.
Why do we feel
Embarrassed?
impatient, fretful,
Ill at ease.
assembled like amateur actors who have not been assigned their parts,
Like amateur actors in a dream when the curtain rises,
to find themselves dressed for a different play,
or having rehearsed the wrong parts, waiting for the rustling in the stalls,
the titter in the dress circle, the laughter and catcalls in the gallery.
I might have been in St. James's Street in a comfortable chair, rather nearer the fire.
I might have been visiting cousin Lily at Sidmouth if I had not had to come to this party.
I might have been staying with Compton Smith, down at his place in Dorset.
I should have been helping Lady Bumpus, the vicar's American tea.
yet we are here.
At Amy's command,
Play an unread part in some monstrous farce,
Ridiculous in some nightmare pantomime.